Oh yes, the original Urban Viking hat, available in shops now. This is wonderful. It's a knitted hat. It was made for me by a mate of mine on Facebook. I've known her for ages. Her name's Sophia. I used to chat to her in some of the music forums, the metal forums, and she's really into her knitting and stuff like that. And I said to her, can you make me a Viking hat? And she's done it. The horns are a little bit floppy, but they're still very manly and masculine. So, right, okay, I'm going to take this off because it is quite warm, but it's a great winter hat. Right then, let's get reviewing. Right, the beer I'm going to be reviewing today is from a brewery I've had one beer from, a Scottish brewery. The beer I had before was the Mocha Porter, which is their Red Eye Porter. The brewery in question is Tempest from Scotland, and this is their Unforgiven Ale. I do like their labels. They're very sort of basic but very sort of pretty, if that makes sense. I think they're really good. Now, I'm not too sure about this one. I don't know exactly what style of ale it is, so let's have a look. Okay, it says it's an oak smoked rye juniper ale. Very strange. It says drink fresh as possible. I've had this one a couple of weeks. I got this one from Alesela.co.uk, and I was also I also had one in my Ales for You delivery because I wanted a couple to try, but I ended up including one of them in a future beer mail. Anyway, let's get it poured. So yeah, I'm a little bit wary actually because you know it sounds a bit like a very different sort of style. It's going to be one of those sort of, you know, Marmite beers, love and hate, I think, because you know it's got rye in it. It's oak smoked. It's got juniper. I'm not too sure about that, but and it comes in at what is it, 5.4%. So you know it's a decent sort of ABV, nice sort of sessionable ABV for me anyway. Sort of slightly off white head, very consistent and creamy. Nice goldy sort of bronze colour. It doesn't look like there's tons of carbonation, but let's give it a nose. Yeah, I'm definitely getting those slight sort of barbecue smoky notes. There is a berry underneath. I've never had juniper, so I can't really identify it, but it's like a slightly sort of juicy, spicy berry. It's quite faint really. It's like a faint smoky fruitiness. But you know, this brewery, I mean, I've heard some really great things about them, so I'm expecting this to be, you know, a very unique beer. Cheers guys, let's give it a go. That is really tasty. It's really smooth as well. The first hit, there's hardly any, well actually no, now I'll say it, it focuses on the very far back of the tongue. The initial taste is quite sweet. You do get a slight juicy sort of fruit. I can't really identify it other than it being slightly sweet. I'm sure that's probably the juniper. But sitting on top of that, almost like a slight sort of wave of smoke. Not a heavy smoke like a Rausch or anything like that. Not even as smoky as like a smoked porter or even the Odell smoke one I had. This one's very sort of mellow smoke. It's a very pleasant sort of smokiness. Combined with that sort of fruity flavour, which is really, really refreshing. And you've got this absolutely beautiful, crisp pureness, which I've banged on about for ages about the Scottish beers, and it's so blatantly obvious with this one. It's so clean and refreshing, and it goes down so smooth and so tasty that you don't sort of realise there's any bitterness until it starts to sort of like rear up right on the back of the tongue, and then it sticks around. It's not a massive amount of bitterness, but it's a very nice bitterness. It's like a nice dry, crunchy sort of bitterness on the back of the tongue. I could definitely sort of session this, or I'd love to drink this on cask, because it is a beautiful, unique session beer. It's just really nice. It's not over the top with the flavours, but it's got some very unique flavours, which set it apart from any other sort of. Because this to me tastes like a bitter, but like a really unique bitter. It's really good. I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. That's a really nice beer. It's very unique, and definitely one I want to try again. I can see this would go down really well in the hot summer as well. So there you have it. You can get this one on alesela.co.uk. You can also get it on alesforyou.co.uk. The thing is with the Tempest beers, you've got to be quick, because they do fly off the shelves really fast. The Mocha Porter, I got one bottle, and I think it was a couple of weeks later it was all gone. So anyway, there you have it. Lovely. Thanks for watching. See you later. Cheers.